Hello there, it's Rachel Taplin here. So thank you for clicking through to see a quick demo of the media database. You are going to love it. So I'm the proud owner and founder of Blueberry Media and Media Matchmaker. And this database is absolutely amazing. If we've met or you've heard my story before, I'm not a PR agency, so I teach people how to do their own PR because I'm a businesswoman who's learned how to do great PR and get so much media coverage, and now I work with business owners and help them do the same. But I also give you access to your own media database, so you can access up to 80,000 journalists. You can search by what they write about, you can search by their job titles, you can search for producers of radio stations, TV channels, you name it. I'm going to dive in and show. So you might be a business owner that's specialising in health, you might be business to business, or you might be business to consumer, or both. This database will allow you to reach the right type of media outlets and journalists. You might be looking for regional coverage, national coverage, or B2B, or a bit of everything. Again, you may be looking at traditional PR, so like typically your press, TV and radio, or you might be looking for digital PR where it's the online influencers. It's all here. Let me screen share with you and then we can dive straight in. So this database basically is what PR agencies use. This is the small business edition that we have available to you, but there's no difference whatsoever other than you've got one login details, but you can still send unlimited press releases, you can export lists, you can send introductory emails, you can build unlimited lists, you can connect to all their social media accounts. So let me show you how it works. You can search by the journalists in a few different ways that will always bring you back to the same thing. So there's over 80,000 journalists in the UK across about 44,000 media outlets. Now, what typically tends to happen is if you were going to write a press release and send it and maybe distribute it through a press release distribution service, it will maybe end up at the news desk. So if we look for all the national newspapers, as you can see, we can search for anything. There's 38 national newspapers. If we just did a quick search on that, that brings all the news desk details up. That's great, but we don't want your press release or your email to end up in the news desk. What we want to do is to make it specifically hit the right type of journalist that's going to be interested in your story, your goods and services, or your topics, or your experts' comments. So let's do the same situation again. Let's say you are, I don't know, what are you going to be featured in? I'll just make something up. Let's say health, maybe say you're in health industry. So you want to reach journalists that write about health. What we can do is we can say, right, we're just going to look for this journalist that write about health for newspapers. So we can look for newspapers, we'll put supplements in as well. And then we're just literally going to look for the keyword health. We've got health and fitness here. You can be really sector specific and really drill it down. It might be mental health that's of interest to you, but we'll just do for health and fitness now that we've got 93 journalists that write about health and fitness. As you see here for the Daily Express, there's 6 journalists alone that just cover online health or printed health. So what this is doing, it's getting you to the specific journalists, because you can see here for the Daily Express, these are all the journalists that work there. So what this database is going to allow you to do is search for journalists, save lists so that they're as quick at the button of as quick as you like. So it might be that you've got a breaking news story that you want to react to straight away. So obviously it might be something that's a trending news story. You could send them an introductory email saying, in light of today's news, I'm an expert on this, think it might be of interest to you. Happy to comment, and I can also provide you with an article. You could send that out within minutes of that breaking news story and get it in front of the right type of journalist. And we can search literally by any keyword that's in the database or sector, and they sub-sector down as well. So as you can see, we can search in lots of different ways. So we can search for the journalists that write, but we can also then say, right, okay, what we want to do this time is just search for the outlets that just specialise in health. So what this will just do is bring up any health magazines or health TV channels, there's not many of them, or radio shows that just focus on health. There's 288 media outlets that just focus on health. So we've got national newspapers, we've got regional press, we've got trade, we've got consumer magazines here. So everything's color coded in here. The system is really intuitive. You get to use it really easily. When you come on board as well, we'll help you with your first strategy call. So I'll get you started. We'll build you some lists. We'll come up with a plan for you. But you also get access to all of our online training as well. So you'll get access to the Media Matchmaker Club, where all our resources are in here. So if you're new to PR or you have a specific strategy in mind, this is the quick way for you to think it through. So you could perhaps take our 6-week publicity challenge. You don't have to do it over 6 weeks, by the way. You can just get started with it in say half a day. Or if you've got someone in your team that maybe wants to get up to speed with PR, it will just take you through everything. And everything comes with worksheets as well. So you can download worksheets that you can fill out as you go along, so you know what you need to think about and all the things you need to do to prepare. There's also a download and resource centre so that you can learn how to do press release. You've got templates and guidelines in there, bio sheet, Q&A sheets, ideas. You'll see how I launch my own national day, and you've got a list of all the national celebration days. There's over 400 of them. Introductory emails do work really well. We sent out an email, just literally finished interviewing somebody, and she's joined the media database. We sent out her email, we did an introductory email, and we just targeted to the BBC radio producers, and literally within 5 minutes or 10 minutes max of we were adapting the other email, we're going to adapt the same email, then send it to the bloggers, and within 5 to 10 minutes she had a reply from the radio station asking if she could be featured, and then she got featured on the radio show within the week, and she's just done an interview with me about it. So it's absolutely fantastic. So you've got all the training resources there as well. So what you do, you get started by building your lists, but you can go in and build lists whenever you want. And then you might want to look at sending your emails or press releases to the journalists. So how this will work, it's just like a CRM system basically, but it's filled full of the journalists that you want to connect to. So as I say, we've already built our lists, and you'll see examples here of lists. So let's just show you some lists that we've built. We use this for demo purposes and some private clients that I've got as well. So we can basically save all our lists in here. Now, you might be an agency yourself, and if you are, you can subcategorize and actually put them under client names as well, which is just nice sometimes to be able to see. So this is some of the clients that we look after and that we work with. And then what you can do is you can literally create a test. We'll just do it, test 120, and you can put it under your clients. If you wanted to, click create. And then you can just, as I say, send an introductory email, or you can send a press release. So you can put dear, and it will bring the first name. So it's always personalised. So you might put test press release. Now, you may have already made your press release or your email really pretty, so you can upload it if you wanted to. That would just pull it over to here. Or you can add files and attachments. So you might want to attach your picture, low-res image, or some products or something like that. And you can put it from any email address that you want. You get to test it as many times as you want, because I know it's quite scary when you first send your first one out. And then you click set and send a preview. And then once you've sent and you're happy with the layout, you're happy with the font size, you put all your links in, just like any marketing CRM system, you would then just pick your list and say, right, okay, so we're going to send this to the online health and safety journalists. We're going to send this to all the freelance journalists for health as well, because all the freelancers are in here too. Click next and say, right, okay, we're happy with all of those, but actually I'm going to take this one off, so you can modify it as you're going along. You click next again, you double check again your press release or your email to make sure you're happy with it, and then you would either press send or you would schedule it to go in the future. What is great about this as well is once you've actually sent a press release, you can actually view the press release and you can see who's read it and who's opened it, and you can export a press clip in, you can export it as well, so that you can actually see and just tick off and phone them if you wanted to and follow it up. Now, what you'll be able to see is within this as well is, let's just go back to an example, national newspapers. As you'll see, as long as they've given it to us, we've got, let's pick a health reporter here, we've got all of their social media contact details. So it's a great way that you can connect to them, via their social media contacts as well. So by definition, perception becomes reality. You're almost raising your profile by just almost having access to this database and connecting to the right type of journalist. So if you're already blogging or already doing some marketing, All this is going to allow you to do is to take that one step further, take your current marketing one step further and connect it to the journalists, because journalists need stories, they need experts, you know, anything that's trending, they need things that are topical, but they genuinely need content. So the media's changed so much, but they're still outputting the same news channels, they're still outputting the same newspaper, now they're online as well, so they need more content. The way we consume the news has totally changed. So this is a great opportunity if you are looking to just take your marketing that you're currently doing and take it to a wider audience. It's so easy to do and really cost effective. I'm sure if you've got to this stage, you've already looked at maybe working with PR agencies. And by the way, PR agencies do a great job, but this is a great way for you to do it yourself in a lot more cost-effective way if that's what's right for you. It might be that you're an agency yourself and you want to do it on behalf of your clients, and you can obviously monetize it then and charge them for a service. Whichever way you want this to work this with you, we can set up a discovery call if the budget fits and if you feel it could work for you. And actually I can answer any questions, screen share it to make sure it's right for you, then we can get you set up. Once you're set up, I will also do a strategy call with you where we kind of create some lists and come up with a plan that's right for you. And then you're up and running. You've got access to all our training. We have ongoing events as well. So once a month I hold a PR hour live where I'm helping people. You know, it might be that you're stuck with something or you just want some inspiration. It's absolutely brilliant. We've got some great testimonials from businesses that are, you know, so you're not on your own, you're being supportive. So hopefully that just gives you a very quick overview. There's so much in there, it really is, but it is quite intuitive. It's really easy to get to know, to understand, to use it. You can save notes as well as you're talking to journalists as you go along. As I said, you can also export contact details. You can send unlimited press releases and create a limited list. So it's absolutely a fantastic piece of kit. Hopefully that's helped, and if you are interested in having a discovery call, drop me an email. The details are below and we can set this up, and look forward to hopefully working with you soon. Thank you. See you later. Have a great day. Take care.